What are two clips that give off the same energy?
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hitler.
Hi, Hitler.
Heil Hitler.
Hi, Hitler.
Heil Hitler.
Hi, Hitler.
Heil Hitler.
Hey, you. How's it going, everybody? So, earlier tonight, I watched, because I heard from Jenny that the Barbie movie had some clever writing, and I thought, oh, do tell. I had to see if the pillow's still there. I thought, oh, do tell. And so she told me about it. I thought, that sounds pretty funny, so I'm going to check that out. And so I did. And it was pretty funny. What the hell was everyone mad about? Not only was it funny, it did have some pretty good writing. It has some pretty clever writing in it. Like straight up fun shit I wasn't expecting. And great commentary going both ways in a conversation. Talking about not appreciating men as much as talking about, women being independent or whatever. And so yeah, man. I thought the Barbie movie was a lot of fun. Has anyone else here seen it? Hey, Jedi Bill, I see you in there, buddy. And Tristan Meacham. What's shaking, gentlemens? Wow. Want some Chinese food? Bro, I have so much Chinese food in my fridge right now. It's ridiculous. It was a gift from a friend. But yeah, brah. Yeah. I hear you. Sorry, I wish I could help. I would share a little bit. Oh, Roy Shredding. Hey, everybody, cheers. Martinelli's apple juice. He's absolute. Oh, and absolute vodka. Nice. That sounds fun. Excuse me. What's it called? Something dark side. I don't remember what I was talking about now, aside from the Barbie movie. But yeah, the Barbie movie was a lot of fun. And it had a good conversation about fucking everything, man. Very much what it's about to be human. Like it's good enough to where, like, let's say with other franchises, people have made slight changes to the lore and we go, okay, that was fine. I'm good with that. Look at Fight Club. It wasn't exactly Fight Club, but the changes were good. I was just talking about that the other day. That's why it's the first thing that came to mind. But there's been other things where they make little changes and it's fine. As for the content of the movie and the conversation that it has, I thought that was top notch. I'm really disappointed that people got mad at it just because, just because it had some feminism in it, but like it has to have that stuff to have that conversation. Like my villains in my book and in my stories. Well, I mean, not in all of my stories. Sometimes we don't know shit in the short stories, but in my book, my villains, they they talk about their beliefs and their point of view and how they see things and what they think is right. And what's it called? And it's not like the book exemplifies what they're about. It's just you need a villain, you need an opposing point of view. Look at Syndrome in The Incredibles. That movie wasn't about like well, what was that? Okay, hold on. How was it? What I was gonna say was actually a contradiction to The Incredibles. But the things he was saying, it was just that he was looking at the world through a perspective of like selfishness essentially. So that's what caused him to see him and Dash essentially looked at that same line when everybody's super, no one is. They looked at that in completely different ways, you know. They came at it from completely different perspectives. Dash was that moment with Dash was the antithesis to what he was saying, but it's showing kind of when you've got good influence and when you don't. I freaking love The Incredibles, man. That's such a good movie. I need to watch that again. It's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the Barbie movie. There was some funny shit. Right is where the thumb is left. This is live right now. It's Mike, his first live from Maui, the day after the fire. You can CK it. You can check it later, but I have to listen because he tells truth. Okay, thank you, DJ Lewis. I was actually thinking of putting like Hawaii updates in the title. I didn't have anything to go off of really. Let me see what you got here. Fucking Howley, bro. Okay, let's see. This guy got 1,400 watching. Huh. Okay. Yeah, he's over here. He's spitting fire about Hawaii. I mean, sorry, that's no pun intended. He's yeah, spitting truth like you said, lighting it up. You need two rams bashing their skulls together for a good story. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, I mean, like you don't need that for a good story, but that makes for good commentary. That's what gives us the opportunity to explore deeper ideas is when people disagree on stuff, because then we get to the root of why people disagree on stuff and we see different points of view and perspectives. So yeah, that's what's nice about fiction is it allows us to live through those kinds of things without having to make mistakes in real life. But I like that you need two rams bashing their skulls together. Well, thank you, DJ Lewis, for the link to this guy. It's a real estate channel, apparently. But yarp. Let me see. So yeah, we've got some fun stuff today, man. However, we don't have too many articles. Really don't have too many articles. So let me read one article. And then we're going to talk about some of this stuff. And this is just kind of a light article to get our feet wet tonight. I'm curious about it because I don't have Baldur's Gate 3. Everyone's playing that shit. But I haven't even finished Breath of the Wild. So I got to do that. I got to do that. Breath of the wild. It's the wild and it's breathing. It's the breath of the wild. Yeah, actually, I gotta get back on that shit. So yeah, I got the Breath of the Wild, but Baldur's Gate 3 looks dope. I want to play it at some point. I'm now 200 plus hours deep in Baldur's Gate 3, midway through my third run. A massive C. This is how you know you've got a legit gamer writing the article. I'm 200 plus hours deep. It's been out. It has been out that long. They're playing the shit out of this game. I mean, it's been out long enough for 200 hours, but you know what I mean? They're still playing it a lot. Massive time sink. I have decided to blame on a teenager's strength crush on Asterion and the slightly more sensible desire to really sink my teeth into the magnificent battle system. I want to fully understand it. I want to wear the shiny critical hit achievement from clearing the game on its hardest difficulty like a badge of honor. I want to set someone who isn't on my side on fire for once. All right. More desperate than a horny ball spawn to keep playing. I knew you getting a little nerdy with it there, honey. Or sir. Either way. Carrie. How you can't even fucking tell. I knew what I had to do. Start my third run on Tactician. Baldur's Gate 3's hardest difficulty. After playing the game on easy, after playing the game once on easy mode and once on normal, the Tactician has been quite an adjustment. Everything hits harder, acts smarter, and I swear some enemies are pulling off moves I haven't seen them do before. I can't panic spam my most powerful spells and skills the instant a fight gets bloody anymore, especially as this mode demands double the amount of supplies to fully restore everyone's health and special abilities with a long rest. Damn. Instead, I have to hold back and think about how to use everything I'm carrying, as well as everything around me, to cause the most trouble in the most efficient way possible. So now that I'm forced to be creative, I'm realizing just how much fun it is to do more than just hit monsters really hard. It's not just about the explosive barrels begging to be introduced to a flaming cantrip, but all the other details I didn't even consider before. A burning brazier hanging from the ceiling is a golden opportunity to drop a bowl of fire on someone's head, or at least force them to take a little damage as they charge at me through the burning cinders. See, that's actually the kind of shit that makes a difference in D&D also. Yes, that conspicuously unstable stone statue really can come down on the heads of my foes, or mine, again, if I'm not careful. The create water spell, or a bottle of the stuff, lobbed with enthusiasm, isn't a weird invitation to give my enemies soggy feet. It's the exciting first step in a horde-disrupting mass electrocution. The shining barrier surrounding the last light in isn't a cute decoration there purely for the story's sake. It's a holy wall of light that'll burn any shadow-cursed enemy I can shove into it, and forcefully transform my enemies into sheep. Makes shoving them into whatever death trap I can find or create that much easier. That's fucking funny. That's some fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, Kronos, how you doing, man? Let me get my avatars right. Yeah, get those avatars right. How's it going, Kronos? We're reading about how the world used to be. I mean, a video game. It's just fantasy. Mannery of Hope. What's shaking, Bergen? What do you people think? What do you people here think about every single thing having its own frequency like sound and vibration? Kai, go first, yes or no? Please, old dude too. Yeah, of course, bro. I mean, like, what? Where do you think you are? What? DJ Lewis, are you kidding me with this question? What? Yeah, everything has its own vibration. That's how you channel things. That's how you channel energies and spirits and all this other stuff. Is you connect with that vibration. Everything in reality, even physical, is a level of vibration. If we were to elevate and become non-physical, non-physical lowers its density, it becomes dense. Yeah. Everything is vibration. I'm Balls in Morrowind, but I would love to play a Warlock in BG3. That said, I'm not made of money, which is a shame because 350 pounds is worth a lot of money. Man, I hope I'm glad you aren't made of money because you would be getting weaker and weaker due to the government printing more of it. Oh, and cheers. Tennis balls bouncing across the screen. Hey, runs with Phantom. Let me make myself big so we can see those tennis balls before they disappear. Yeah. And an old man Kai. What's happening, Runs with Phantoms? Welcome back, man. It's good to see you. I need like a clip for when the member comes in. So I only got this. I don't think this is gonna cut it.
Hey, yes, I totally understand. Would you like some cheese?
Did you just offer me cheese?
Yes, I did.
I'd love some cheese, thank you.
I'm not the old man I used to be. Good song. Then I could lose some weight. Hey, not the kind of weight I would want to lose. Kai, calm down. What did I do? What did I do, DJ Lewis? I didn't do nothing. I'm just here hanging out with my people. I'm vibing, I'm being an energy and you're being an energy. I'm sorry if you want me to calm down to your level, but I like it up here. It's happy. It's pleasant. It's, it makes me feel like I'm flowing. Uh-huh. Prayer is a vibration from a certain point of view, the resonance of your voices. Good vibrations, da, 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 da. A certain point of view. Don't disrespect the cheese. Shogorath. I don't know who that is. Isn't that like no, that's Grummash. Grummash is the god of the orcs. Man Ray says DJ Lewis, yes, but it will be some time before we had humans can unlock its full power. Cheese. Okay, I need to adjust that video for to be the right size. I just uploaded it to see how it worked, and it was fine. I said, hey, Tristan, me, Jim was shaking. I said hi to you in the beginning, right? Yeah, there you are. I see you. I settled for tortilla with some melted cheese. It's a quesadilla party. Yo, quesadillas are dope, though. There was a week where I just ate a bunch of quesadillas. The God of Madness in Elder Scrolls. Oh, okay. See, I knew it sounded familiar. And of course, the God of Madness the name starts with she. Is cheese on cookies a thing? I don't know. If you can figure out how to make it work, we can make it a thing. Chronos, nice Luke reference. Yeah, I confess, I just watched the OG trilogy recently. All right, so let's get back to the thing here. Hold on. Oh, did I not? Oh my god, I didn't have the fucking story up. I didn't have the article up the whole time I was reading. Why didn't nobody say anything? Look at that shit. I read all this here. You guys could have been following biology at 30 hard there's every fight into creative chaos. Look at this. So yeah, anyway, guess how far in I am. And no one said anything. Nothing like the classics. Cheese goes with everything you think you will eat it with. So much better than the last trilogy. The god of the orcs is Malekith, god of orcs and outcasts. Okay, well, what the fuck is... Yeah. Let me see. I think it's the name in D&D then. Forgotten Realms. Okay. It's Forgotten Realms I'm thinking of. I'm thinking Forgotten Realms, my bad. More like a train wreckology. Oh, didn't pay attention to the second half of your statement, TJ. Orcs have a god kick. Anyway, the shining barrier surrounding the... Oh. Before Tactician, my party makeup was pretty much determined by whoever had recently spoken up without much care for how they fit together. It might get a little messy, but I'd still win. Now, though, any fight with the undead means Shadowheart's out with her Spirit Guardian spell on, causing heavy damage to anything the Radiant aura touches before she even thinks about sending a precious action point. Gale's skills are the best suited to large, open areas that give his most devastating magic room to breathe. Lazel's multi-attacks combined with her action surge ability wreak similar havoc in close quarters. The amulet that gives the character Misty Step is the perfect tool to send a sneaking Asterion up to a high vantage point, ready to rain specialist arrows down on my foes. An owlbear shaped Jaheira? Okay, anyway, she's talking in a lot of details here, forcing me to consider these characters in their entirety rather than just the vessels of fun stories who I dress up in their armor. Yeah, so this person is clearly not like didn't come from a background of playing tactical D&D and things like that, because they're like, oh my god, I just thought of these people like fucking dolls the whole time. This is incredible. I'm like, you didn't fucking whip out your clerics front and center whenever. What the hell is wrong with you? This is assuming I fight, of course. So it's I guess that you can play easy and medium without actually relying on the environment the way you generally have to. In D&D. But you can't play the hardest one like that. Did I lose low XP for literally taking an enemy to death? Talking an enemy to death? Maybe. Okay, anyway. That's the thing. That's the thing. Metal, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to remove this for now. Let's get on to the real shit. I don't want to share that because it was fun. But, let's start with Vegas. Let's start with Vegas. I wasn't watching. I got a lot to do today. Hey, Kitty Bear. It's good to see you, man. Do what you got to do, brother. Do what you got to do. I'm glad you got a lot to do today. It's a good thing to have a lot of productive stuff ahead of you. Malakath is a literal poop deity. Crunchy Cheetos dipped in peanut butter. Yes, it is good. Been a long time since I let myself have chips. DJ, the fuck man, cheese with peanut butter. I'd rather take pineapple on my pizza. In the D&D is Grimish one-eyed? Yes, I think so. Yeah, he is. No pineapple on pizza or cheesy peanut butter. All right. So check this out, y'all.
Vegas has been crippled all week because hackers infiltrated Caesars and MGM systems and are the world's up.
Okay, is this the whole MGM or just
the entire network?
They're MGM's.
For those that don't know, casinos, a number of casinos in Vegas aren't just themselves. There's like an underground network connecting them all to each other. Not all, connecting a number of them to each other. And a number of them are in the same network, stuff like that. So, yeah, all the ones within a certain network are down because, well, he's going to get into it. We'll see.
Rolled up because they did not pay the ransom, unlike Caesars, who wisely just instantly paid the group of hackers.
So Caesars paid instantly. MGM did not. I fucking miss Vegas. Never thought I'd say that, but the last time I was there was too cool. 2 years ago, FNT meetup. Yo, man, you should, why don't you come hang? Come, what's wrong with Vegas? Why'd you leave? Where are you now? Mannery's laughing at something. Wasn't this an Ocean's movie?
By the way, this group of hackers is called Spider Scatter. The whole week, there's been like no gambling whatsoever. They're losing so much money.
You couldn't even get in your rooms, right?
That's correct. You couldn't get in your room because card keys don't work. Employees use like the master key to open doors. Every time you left your room, you needed to find an employee to let you back in your room.
That sucks, bro. That sucks. Imagine having a reservation. They're like, well, let's give them everything we can because they can't fucking gamble here. We don't want them to leave, etc. So like, but at the same time, you have to put up with that shit. That sucks. The Ocean's movies are fun. They are. Sure, dude. I'll come hang. Could use a trip out of California in a bit. Yeah, what are you doing out in California? I didn't like the last one, the femme heavy one. Oh, I didn't even watch that one. Why did you watch that one? Why did you bother with that, Kronos? Talk about Vegas. I'm surprised you didn't summon Fed. Fedorable the horrible. Where art thou? Hold on. Is there something I can play here? Maybe I could if I do a little magic.
Okay, hold on 1 second. You ready? See me, Kalitage, era, fuck! No! Oh my god! 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 Bardon, if you're here, take a picture with me. I feel him. I literally have my hand.
David, do you hear me?
I have my hand on him.
David, do you hear me?
Holy god! Bardon, take a picture. Take a picture. Go, girl. I'm smiling. I got it. You got it. Let me see. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh.
I'm so sorry. That's my favorite part right there, where he looks at the camera like this. Like, I cannot believe this is happening. Oh my god, dang ghosts. He was in Pete's stream last night. I love that guy. Such a sweet man. Yeah, Pete's dope. Oh, that's the water thing that I hear. Such a good prank. I know, right? That was fucking glorious. Anyway.
Spider, they did this, and it was a kind of multi-level hack for Caesars. It took them a little bit to do, but to hack MGM was so easy. They described.
So Caesars was hard to hack. That's why they paid the ransom, because they went and did their due diligence. That picture without the kid really was the cherry. Yeah, that's what sold it. That's how they make it legit. Like, that's what makes him question reality right there. Take a picture. That was great. But MGM, though, the ones right now the ones who didn't even pay the ransom, listen to this. Listen to how they got themselves into this jam, because that's how I'm phrasing it. They got themselves into this jam. Watch.
Described it. Basically, they went on LinkedIn and they found one employee, his name, his title, his location.
They went on LinkedIn. They found one employee,
his email address, and they called the MGM help desk and said, "Hey, it's so and so. I need my password reset."
No.
And
dude,
the lady on the other end of the help desk gave them a password to get into the back end, and one phone call, within 5 minutes, they took down a $34 billion company.
Dude, what? How? Why? Everything in your casino is digital and connected, and you're like, you have no protocols? You have no protocols. You have no security. You have what? Bro.
Vegas has been.
Bro. This dude said, hey, I missed Sneebly. Or Mr. What's the name of the guy? Mr. Weebly? No. The guy from the School of Rock. Snibbly. I don't remember. Anyway, he's like, "Hey, I'm Phil. I don't remember my password. I can't get into the system. Can you help me out?" Oh yeah, no problem, Phil. Okay, here, I'll just give you a temporary password. Is that okay? Yeah, totally, 100%. Perfect. Okay, so your new password is 12345. Oh my god, that's the same password as my luggage. Thank you. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Have a nice day. That whoever that is got fired, that person. Meanwhile, this guy here is laughing his ass off, bro. What? He is literally doing the thing from The Wolf of Wall Street, where they're like calling people and they're telling them, I can sell you this stock for pennies on the dollar, yada, yada, yada. And he's like, oh, fucking like doing all that shit while the guy is on the phone contemplating giving him all that money. You know what I mean? Like, bro, what? How does that happen? How does that happen? That's wild in this day and age. Oh my god, they need to be more progressive about their fucking security. Cade was probably scared after that. Built character. Hell yeah, right? After a time, yeah, that's a character builder. that's a great thing. That's how you. That's perfect. I love when they reveal to him after, like, hey, just so you know, we could see you the whole time. Like, what? But what about the picture? We took that earlier. That was awesome. You guys need to watch the full video. If you haven't seen the full video of that, go watch the full video. It's fucking great. It goes on longer. It goes on longer. I cut it off early, but it goes longer. After a time, the scars become their own form of armor. Barbarian D3. Someone is going to get fired. Yup. Out of a cannon. The School of what? The School of Rock with Sneebly. No, there's an L in there. Sneebly. Mr. Sneebly. Yeah. Okay, cool. I got it right. Yeah. School of Rock, Mr. Sneebly. Yeah. That was a great movie. I have a bridge I could sell you, Kai. About what? What I do? What I say? Which part? Curtis sold that bridge yesterday. They didn't pick it up yet. Is it the same one that goes to nowhere? Bro, a bridge can go to wherever you want it to go. It connects 2 points. It goes somewhere. If I built a bridge across the street, if I built a bridge down the street, so it just gets me over a piece of the sidewalk. Now I've got this awesome bridge, you know? If I built a bridge from my roof into the middle of the street, I could just sit there and watch cars pass by. So you selling your bridge in parts? All right. So that's the Vegas thing. I could not believe that's how that happened. Clearly I do, but like, I was taken aback. I was taken aback to learn how they fucking hacked the MGM. That is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. That won't work. What won't work? It clearly did work. Hold on. I need to mark that one. No, let's stay on topic here. What's this? Hold on. Where's the next one I'm looking at? That was clever. That one was clever. I might share that one. Ooh, there we go. There we go. All right. So I talked about the Barbie movie. We can always talk about the Barbie movie more if anyone wants to talk about the Barbie movie or missed it or whatever. I just did Vegas. Let's do plastics. Did I put plastic in the title? Recycling past plastic lies. Yeah. Brand swings back. Yeah, let's do plastic now. Oh shit, I went in order. I wasn't even trying to go in order. All right. This is the lie of recycled plastics. What really happens to recycled plastics in Vancouver, British Columbia? Or before Christ. I'm not sure which one it's supposed to be, but it's one of them. Selling a bridge and parts to different peoples. Well, that's how you bring people together, DJ Lewis. You could sell half of a bridge to one town and half of a bridge to another town. And now those two guys can come together across a ravine. And they save money because they're only buying half a bridge each. Those 3M commercials pushing plastic used to tick me off. All right, let's watch this here. Let me know what you guys think.
So, what does it say up there?
Waste to energy facility.
Our plastic bale came in here, went in there, and they incinerated it.
Okay.
They burned it.
No. I didn't realize that plastic was getting burned.
GFL tells us there isn't.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing with the fucking plastic you recycle.
Demand for our kind of plastic. So burning it is the cost-effective solution. Burning creates toxic ash. Finally, there's the batch with waste connections. You see the trucks that are in there.
Yeah.
It's also still in BC.
So now they're over here following people around. All right. So they're actually following these trucks to see where they're going. And it's that simple. You want to find out what's really happening with stuff, follow stuff around, just like they do in movies. They're like, just follow them and see where they go.
Dump trucks.
And Natasha is in for a surprise. I mean, you see,
Holy, yeah.
it's all just going in. I mean, this is a landfill.
Yeah.
So some places that put the recycled and the trash cans in two different bins, it's just going to a landfill with extra steps. That's all it is. It's just extra steps. Incinerators are a good idea. I'm sure there are always ways to make it cleaner. I heard there's a way to process the toxic gas produced from burning plastic, but it's muy expensivo. Or just shove a hose up some NIMBY's butt and make energy off the smugness. What's a NIMBY? Worse than making and running wind turbines and solar panels? Anyway.
It's just where you figured it would end up.
No, it's definitely not where I thought my recycling would end up.
Remember, Waste Connections encourages recycling and reuse, but as it turns out, not illegal.
Yeah, and when you burn plastics, the thing is you're turning it undergoes a chemical, the combustion forces it to undergo a chemical process that turns it into something else, which sucks.
Recycling haulers in BC have no
that thing that it turns into is very not good
obligation to actually recycle the plastic. Mountains of our plastic burned overseas.
Now my son, I scared he always sick.
Tons of it dumped in a Canadian landfill. So
that's the thing here with the plastics. They're not properly recycling our plastics. It's just getting burned. It's making kids sick. All a lie. It's all a big ruse. Why is that trick reminding me of TMFINR? Am I just fixated on blondes? Who's TMFINR? TM Sorry, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. She ain't as built. As who? Are her breasts plastic? I don't know. It could be plastic. They look real. Oh my god. Plastic. All right. So that's what's going on with the plastic stuff, man. I was actually a little curious about I thought they maybe melted it and reused it. And there's recycled plastic, you know? Like how there's recycled glass. That makes sense. They just turn it back into goo and put it back together, bing, bang, boom. In fact, I know there's recycled plastic out there. So that's what I thought was the thing that people did with plastic. So it's not like people don't recycle plastic. It's that some places don't recycle plastic. They actually just burn it, which is fucking bad for the environment and for our lungs. That little kid there, in other countries where we burn our trash, kids are getting sick, and it's fucked up. That motherfucker is not real. Oh, TMFINR. That motherfucker is not real. Hey, you know what? She was coming home from filming this with the plastics. She was like, "Yo, can't believe my eyes. It's all bullshit. They just want to make themselves feel better." Yeah, exactly. You can all die here with him, but I'm getting the fuck off this plane or something like that. There is a connection between plastic and Barbie. Nuh-uh. What? I just watched Barbie. She's a Barbie girl. Barbie world. She's so elastic. She's made of plastic. Oh, there is a connection. It's a bummer they didn't play that song at all in the movie. At all. Not even in the credits. The fuck was that about? That was lame. Nice segue. Good morning, Tina. How you doing? You looking good and green, senorita. Now I got two of you in here. Oh, shit. That's wild, yo. Now that is a movie I will not watch. It was actually really good, man. I mean, like, they did have some of that feminist stuff, but what they did was they used all that to have a conversation about shit. And they acknowledged, you know, like guys being underappreciated and all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. There was some very like non-feminist perspectives, man. I really appreciated that. And then some shit was just straight up funny as hell. To quote Dune, we never escape the sins of our ancestors. A lot of landfills burn trash. Yeah, but you're not supposed to burn. The reason people recycle plastic is because plastic turns blastic, my bad. Plastic turns into something that's bad for the environment and bad for us when it's burned and the chemicals go off into the air. So yeah, they're not supposed to be doing that. That's the point of recycling. And so yeah, a lot of landfills burn trash, but this is plastic. It's not supposed to be burned. Need more manomists. Manomists? Manomist! Way of the fist! Hoo-ha! I want all the Margot Robbie ass. Slap City. Yeah, she's she's always looking good. So it's not like there's oh no, she wasn't looking that great in this movie. Fuck off. Nah, she's looked great. Slappy, slappy, joy, joy. One-way ticket from Slap City to Smash City, please. Oh, that's happy, happy, joy, joy. Bro, you're gonna love if Margot is what you want to watch that movie for. It's a good one. It's a lot of fun. She's looking cute, changes outfits a lot, makes jokes about there are sex jokes throughout the movie. It was a fun time. Oh, that's happy, happy, joy, joy. Everyone wants to log. All right. But yeah, man, fucking plastic. The lies of plastic. Sons of bitches. Let's see what else we got around here. Dude, this shit is funny. This isn't a video, but hipster gets mad. His photo was used in an article about how all hipsters look alike. Then finds out it wasn't him. Bro, fuck off with this shit. That's too good. That's too good. Look at this. Staten Island protesters outraged. Elderly citizens were kicked out of nursing home for migrant shelter.
His old mother out to put illegal immigrants in here. My mother's 87 years old.
They took out old people that were paying thousands and veterans and give them free homes.
People tell me that they are concerned for their community. They say they have no problem with the migrant children. They are concerned about the influx of migrant men.
Yo. Dude, all those old people kicked out? What?
Many of whom will be housed at what was the senior living facility behind me.
So what happens to the nurses and all the people that worked at those facilities? On top of the old people, like, dude, what that talk about? Disruption. Hey, at least Margot's ass is a super straight reason to watch that Barbie movie. That's true. And she's not the only good-looking one in the movie either. But it's log. It's better than great. It's good. If you had to sleep with one or die a Sarlacc death, which would you choose, Ren or Stimpy? I want to debate that hipster about anything. Sleep with or die, Ren or Stimpy? Probably whichever one doesn't smell as bad. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're both just as nasty. Or, I mean, shit, maybe I can beat a Sarlacc in a fight. Hey, you never know until you try. Kai, Chrono says, Kai, you don't know your Ren and Stimpy? I know Ren and Stimpy. I was just debating on, because they're both, you know, with that show, we get a lot of close-ups of their eyeballs and their nose hairs, and all this shit's always nasty. There's like shit living in their shit. You know what I mean? It's nasty shit. So I was like, that's a terrible choice. Sarlacc pit, I think, is probably a better choice than that. The nastiest motherfuckers.
Staten Islanders of every age and race came to 1111 Father Capodanno Boulevard to make their feelings known.
Would Eric Adams kick his old mother out to put illegal immigrants in here?
Oh, it's done. Sorry. It's done. Dude, that's crazy. They're doing some crazy shit. People are going to lose. People are going to fucking lose it at some point. Who's going to see that? Time is it? 10:55. All right. I have to go check on something. I have to play an extra long clip. I would rather be the big galoot from Ren and Stimpy because I like meat. I'd rather be. It's the question wasn't who would you want to be? It's who would you want to fuck, right? If you had to sleep with one or die. Yeah, sleep with one or die. What do you mean? What? Elroy? Are you reading the same chat? At least you get to die suffering from 1,000 years of Sarlacc pit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because, you know, what's his name? The Mandalorian guy made it out fine. Jingo Fett? Boba Fett? Yeah. Boba Fett made it out of there, right? Just like you rocket packed out of there, climbed the teeth, whatever. Right? Sorry, I came in on the end of that. Movie feet. I came in on the end of that. It's good. All right, welcome back, Elroy. Movie feet. Bro, I forgot Boba. All right, y'all, I gotta do this. Please excuse me if my Maui Fires guy is done. All right. After this, we'll come back and we'll look at the Russel Brand thing. Actually, I'm gonna move this over here. All right. I gotta run off and do this, so I will be back in 5 minutes, everybody. That's 5 minutes. 4 minutes and 26 seconds. I'm gonna put a timer on that, so I know. How much time I got? Okay. 4 minutes. Shit. I have to wake up one of my cats. I guess I could just leave that for tomorrow. Yeah, I'll leave that for tomorrow. Okay. All right, everybody. Brand didn't Epstein himself. Yeah, he's not going to do that. Putting that out there ahead of time. Yo, no, I think they're going to try to when we get into the Brand stuff in a couple minutes, you're going to see, because he goes hard. He's going hard. I am loving it. But I'll be right back, y'all. So bear with me. Here's a little something to keep you entertained in the meantime.
Budweiser. Don't get much more American than Budweiser. Budweiser is one of the most trusted brands in America until now. That's right, folks. We screwed up. My name's Richard Thick with Budweiser, and I'm here to personally apologize for what has happened recently, and I'm here to explain ourselves to all of you, our most loyal customers who have recently ditched us for Coors and other brands. You see, we caught wind that in November of 2020, actress Ellen Page had herself a Bud Light. In December of 2020, Ellen Page declared that she was becoming Elliot Page, and we couldn't help but notice the correlation. Sure enough, that Bud Light changed Ellen Page's life. Bud Light changed that little lady into a little dude. That there's how we learned about transgenderism. And we thought, well, ain't that mighty fine? Bud Light is the manliest beer that there is. It's so manly, it turns ladies into men. Now, we did some research, and it turns out that Bud Light, it ain't just a manly beer. It actually aligns your chakras. It's an ancient Indian spiritual teaching. And so it aligns your chakras, and it helps you become the person that you are meant to be. Now, that's one hell of a beer, we thought to ourselves. So, that's when we signed this here Mulaney feller. Now, we thought, here's a spunky little lady who wants to be a man. Isn't that fantastic? Well, folks, I'm going to be honest. We should have done a little more research. It turns out that them transgenders, that there goes both ways. And this little feller had already gone one way, as it were. And, well, things just didn't work out the way we thought they would. And our customers see you're the most American of Americans, and Americans don't take no shit. And we made the mistake of giving our customers a little shit. Specifically, this little shit. And the thing is, us here at Budweiser, we're just like you fine folks watching at home. So we understand that the problem wasn't that it was one of these transgenders being in the ad. We know the problem was that this little lady didn't know nothing about sports and then was very belittling. Now, everyone's allowed to like whatever they like. If you like wearing dresses, that's fine. If you like wearing pants, that's fine. I know ladies and men that do both. There's some people that wear lingerie under their suit, all right? The thing is that there's just rude. And so we apologize to all of you at home. This is a sincere apology from all of us here at Budweiser. Folks, we are so sorry for putting that little lady up on the screen so she could make fun of you. That was not our intention, not one bit. But if you're trying to align your chakras and become the person you were meant to be, Bud Light's a great place to start. It worked for that Elliot Page feller, and it could work for you too. A lot of you done gone switched to Coors, and we respect the hell out of you for it. Standing by your principles. But we'd really like a chance to get your business back. So, some of our most popular commercials have puppies. And we're going to have some puppies in our commercials moving forward. Just puppies. Thank you very much. Budweiser, please come back.
Heyo. That was great. All right, everything I needed to do, except for the thing that Kitty's in the way of. That reminds me, though, watching that clip, that, you know, Bud Light, Budweiser, and Anheuser-Busch, they never apologized. You know who did apologize? Unity. We were talking about this the other night. Thursday night. We were talking about Unity. Because Unity went and screwed the pooch in a big way. And they have since apologized. They put out a flat-out apology. They said, first, the introduction to the letter, and they say, first, let me say, we're sorry. And then they go on to say everything else, what they're going to do to change it, what they're going to do to make up for fucking up, etc., etc. That's how you address when people are mad at your brand. And them knowing that they shot their brand in the dick, they allowed free, because when you make a game with Unity, if you're on the personal license, if you're a smaller creator, the Unity brand comes up before your game starts. So they allowed everyone to take that off, which is a big move, because that really shows that, hey, look, we know we just screwed our fucking brand. You can turn this shit off, because, or else it's just gonna piss people off. Like, oh yeah, Unity, gonna leave a bad taste in their mouth, gonna make people wonder, should I even play this game? And so that was a good move by them. That's some hard ass ice cream. But Unity, I don't have an article for that one. I'm just updating you guys on the article from last week. From Friday, actually, from last show. This country is suffering from an invasion made by a certain administration. And they spent time before they took over, building up people at the border. There has been a growing population of immigrants waiting to cross the border, growing at the border. They're just setting up little towns. They set up their little towns and just camp out, just waiting for the border to open. That never happened before. That's not normal. And those people, not Mexican. A lot of them not even Latin American, which is weird. I got some ice cream. I'll be right back. 1 sec. Sorry about that. So we recently had somebody in another unit move out, and they were some dirty motherfuckers. Dirty motherfuckers. And so I'm a little bit, when I'm feeling something right now, I get the heebie-jeebies because I don't know what it is exactly. If I'm feeling something I shouldn't be feeling. You know, I don't want trying to track anything in here from out there. Because she went and uprooted her fucking messy ass apartment. Nasty ass doesn't know how to take. Hey, bro, don't be biting on my cord. Doesn't know how to fucking be a decent, clean human being. Anyway, so I had to take my pants off real quick. That's what happened. I took my pants off. So I was concerned. Had some concerns. But I think I can go pants back on now. Pants off. Pants on. All right. Pants on. Yeah, and since I had to go out there to change my laundry, I figured it could be something. Woo, freaking me out and shit. I hate that feeling. Anyway. Yeah, bro, that's what happens. YouTube is going to do that kind of stuff. Fellow, wait, but I still saw it. Did you have to type it twice? Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah, it's weird. I don't think anyone censored you. I don't think anyone censored you. I think that was YouTube. At least it still showed up for me. Perfect time for a refill and bio break. Oh, bio break. I like that. Refill and bio break sounds like you're about to go suck some D. I'm still waiting for him to unlive himself. News to me. My name is Kid Rock. Back when SNL was good. Bow with the bob, dang with dang, shigga digga diggy. Said the boogie and up jump the boogie. Runs nosy. I'm glad I met you, Kai. It's nice to have a positive to my raging black hole of negative. Oh yeah, it's my pleasure, man. I like to bring smiles wherever I go. The critics, very, like that Joy Boy guy everyone talks about. It's no big deal. Get in the pit and try to love someone. Sounds dirty. Too early in the morning to headbang. Never too early to headbang. It was headbanging at 2 a.m. last night to Giga Chad theme. Of course, that's all planned. It's not a theory. Oh, old man Kai is here, yet not really. Look at that sexy old dude. I wish I knew who he was in real time. Fleas? No. She had roaches. But she was dirty, bro. She was dirty. Alien pods of, I mean, that in the straightest way possible. I mean, the chat next to your face. Is the chat by your face on StreamYard? No, it's, I mean, kind of. Let's see, look. If I make myself big, there's the chat right here, and then to the left or to the right of that for me is the chat again. So there's two. I see them both. It's just on the right side of my screen. And then over here's the video. Sing it. I did. What the fuck you talking about? Sing it. I sing it. I singed it. All right. Okay, so let me pull up this guy, the target of all the controversy.
It seems to me more important now than ever before that we have to analyze, review, and understand exactly what's happening, literally on a global scale, between the mainstream media, the state, and big tech. Let's get into it.
Okay, so he's going straight for the jugular. He's not fucking about.
The author of letters.
Okay. The author of letters to social media companies demanding the financial punishment of Russel Brand is a British lawyer. I feel like this, the financial punishment of people is something that we're gonna have to push back on. Not just push back on real hard, but like really hit the hammer down on that shit. You know, put like a hard ban hammer. Like really, we need to really come at people over this shit. Russel Brand is a British lawyer implicated in London's war on COVIDs and Ukraine dissenters. Her husband was a commander in the Army's PSYOPs division. Wow. Would you look at that? That's fucking crazy. Army's PSYOPs division. That is some collaboration right there, if I've ever seen it. Man Ray, haven't touched this stuff in years. It's getting closer to the target. Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen Russel Brand's newest video, the one I'm going to skip through here, watch it. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I'm going to react to it. I'm going to discuss the things he's discussing, because it's stuff we talk about here all the time. But he is getting like, he's connecting dots. Can't believe now Easy Sketchbook is on my MacBook Pro compared to my iPhone. That's why the elitoids are lashing out. Yep.
It's the social media companies demanding the financial punishment of Russel Brand is a British lawmaker implicated that Russell's campaign on this.
Now reveal YouTube's financial censorship of Brand is a result of an effort waged by a former British government minister who was responsible for London's crackdown on dissenting during the pandemic. Her husband also participated in that campaign of state repression as deputy commander of the 77th Brigade, the British Army's psychological warfare division. Bro, new development suggests YouTube censorship of Brand was driven by direct British government decree. Direct British government decree. That's why all the British newspapers, the next day, every single British newspaper was like, oh, Russel Brand did a bad thing. Russel Brand's going down. Like, all of the British newspapers took that stance. He was on the front page of everything. And that makes sense now. When dude was drugged out of his mind, I wouldn't put some sexual skullduggery past him. but he was a male sex machine built for female sex machines. Surely since getting clean, the dude's changed. Yeah, but someone who's that straightforward and honest, even when they're being promiscuous, particularly when they're being promiscuous, is not someone who's going to do some, let's say, skullduggery. Like dirty or kinky stuff, whatever. Yeah, sure, whatever. But like bad news bears, I don't think so. That's not consistent with what we see in his character. MI60, if he was that kind of person, he wouldn't be talking about the kind of stuff he's talking about now. He wouldn't be risking his well-being, his everything for that. MI6 is supposed to be the only foreign intelligence. The problem is nobody follows the rules. Everyone has the right and ability to better oneself. That's the thing. MI6 deals with foreign stuff. The 77th Brigade is an army psyops division. So there's no intended target there. It's just the army psyops division. For anyone that doesn't know, army are the people that hold the point, you know. Marines attack, army holds, navy's the water, etc. That's pretty much the breakdown. I don't know what British Marines are called, but I'm sure they have them. Everyone has the right, and maybe those are those hooligans they're talking about. Everyone has the right and ability to better oneself. The British and Canadian Parliament can get ridden by Henry VIII. Fuck them. They're totally compromised. I don't buy the Me Too attack. It's happened before to other people. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people mistrust that. When Russel Brand was a junkie having sex with every Hollywood strumpet in the world, the left, the government, everyone loved him. When he starts telling the truth, they all hate him. Yeah, right? Now they're like, he's a far-right extremist, like, they're just terrible. And because that's what they do. They have to label people. They're like, well, if they disagree with me and they believe these things, then clearly they fit these labels. Clearly they are these things. But they don't actually think about what those things mean. How none of what this person is saying means any of that. They just need a reason to hate the person. And so they now relabel. They just rip all the old labels off, put on all new labels, and they go, there, now we're treating you like this. The Budweiser clip was long enough that I got ice cream. Label and destroy. Yep.
Government decree. On identical letters dispatched.
On September 19th, the social media companies TikTok and Rumble received a pair of almost identical letters. Dispatched from Carolyn Dinenage, the head of UK's Parliament Culture, Media and
Caroline Dinenage, the head, informed the company's UK Parliament's Culture, Media and Sports Committee. Dinenage informed the companies she was concerned that Brand may be able to profit from his content published on both platforms.
Who gives a fuck, you dumb bitch? I'm concerned. I'm concerned he could profit off his platforms. That doesn't fucking matter. That's both of those, all of those companies. Anyone who got that should have done exactly what Rumble did. Put it on blast and laugh them out of the fucking room. Said, eat a dick, bitch. We don't care what concerns you. He's a liar. But no, they're all little bitches. I mean, most of them apparently YouTube, obviously. Sanji's just watching me finish my ice cream. I think she wants some. It is made of milk. Put it over here. Anyway.
platforms. She then suggested they impose financial penalties. In a sense, the bypass of judicial process, right to punitive measures, financial ones, seems like an interesting stance for a government minister to be suggesting to a big tech platform.
Yep. You're not supposed to be doing that shit. You're just bypassing him being going through due process. You're bypassing due process completely. There's no reason. Why would they do that? Why would they ban him? Would they do that to anyone else? There's other people who have been accused of that and been tried and guilty and whatever, served their time. They're out living their lives now. They're allowed to have a channel. They're allowed to profit off that. What the hell was the deal? Oh, I forgot about that. 1 second, everybody. How many members do I have in here right now? You want to throw anything at the screen real quick? 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
I have heard about this hanger thing, that it makes your head move.
I don't believe it.
I believe.
Let's see.
What? What?
Oh.
Obviously, not much here in the U.S. nowadays. Is due process in the UK? Yeah, there's supposed to be in both places. At least it wasn't the Romulan Empire. Yeah, right? Where you're guilty before... was it the Romulans? No, it was the Cardassians. Yeah, the Cardassian Empire, you're guilty before the verdict... Oh, fuck, was it the Romulans? Fuck, it's one of those. It's Romulans or the Cardassians. Which one is it, Kronos? That you're guilty, and then the trial is just to show everybody how the court came to the conclusion of your guilt. Duh. Oh, he's not much here in the U.S. nowadays. That's the Kardashians. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I forgot I was pronouncing it wrong. Yeah, the Kardashians. Thank you, Kronos. Dude, that's so funny. They're like, well, then what the hell is the point of the trial? Well, the trial is to prove how they know he's guilty. What? Like, we need to put on a show for the people.
The committee's letter to Rumble contained a direct demand for demonetization. We would like to know whether Rumble emphatically rejects the
With in response to Rumble, emphatically rejects UK Parliament's demands.
UK Parliament's demands. This is
so we read that. We talked about that on Friday.
of course, why we are fortunate to be on Rumble. Please.
I like that he shows us gratitude there. But, I mean, you know, he's a decent guy. That's what you're going to do. We regard it as deeply inappropriate and dangerous that the UK Parliament would attempt to control who is allowed to speak on our platform. I already read this stuff. Caroline Dynard served as the UK government's digital and culture minister from February 2020 to September 2021, making her de facto chief of the Department for Culture, Media, and Sports. In this capacity, she was personally responsible for overseeing construction of the representative World Economic Forum endorsed online safety bill. Fucking World Economic Forum.
She was personally responsible for overseeing, which has been criticized by rights groups for threatening the rights to free expression and privacy. For her lead.
Well, I was asking Phantoms because I want to see how many 10 spells we can get in the chat. It was close. It started with K. Thanks. What are those garbage people from the Delta Quadrant that the Borg refused to assimilate called again? Garbage people from the Delta Quadrant. Delta Quadrant? What are you talking about? Delta Quadrant. That's Voyager, right? That's Voyager. The people the Borg refused to assimilate. I don't know of anybody the Borg refused to assimilate. And not that I can think of. There's those people they had to deal with. They gave them those infected kids with the virus, you know. Refuse to assimilate. Shit, dude. I don't even know what you're talking about. Kardashian. Wow, garbage people. Neelix? In the rich family from Hollywood. Oh, okay. You were joking about the Kardashians. My bad. I thought you were talking real lore. That would be Neelix's people. Is it? Are Neelix's people? Do they refuse to fucking... Really? They refuse to assimilate Neelix's people? That's fucking hysterical. The fools with the big fucking froze. Oh, Delta Quadrant Klingons. Those guys? Those the Borg? When do we know that the Borg refused to assimilate them? They tried stealing shit from Voyager several times. My brainy heard it. Yeah, they were like the original villains in like season 1 and 2. I can't think of the name. I think 2. I don't remember. I can't think of the name of the species. Horrigan? Nah, man. I am talking lore. Oh, okay. You are talking lore. Horrigan? Oh, Horrigan. That Horrigan. If it was any race, I could see them. Maybe. Nah, that wouldn't make sense. If they didn't assimilate those people that like take organs from other species. Not Neelix's peeps, nah. They are ugly as heck with huge messy afros. Afros? These people, they thought they were useless. Apparently not Neelix's people. They're ugly as heck with huge messy fros. Okay, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Sorry, Russel Brand, give me a sec. What species does the Borg refuse to assimilate? The Kazon. The Kazon. Yeah, they were the original villains of the show. Wait, the Borg refused to assimilate them? What? The Kazon is the only race to be rejected by the Borg, a fact that shines a fascinating light on the Borg pursuit of perfection and their final goal. Star Trek Voyager introduced the Kazon, a race considered so unremarkable by the Borg that they were rejected for assimilation. Wow. They were considered so bland and unremarkable. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that the Kazon got straight rejected by the Borg. That's funny, dude. Yeah, Messy froze. Neelix's people, they thought they were useless. I keep thinking their names are Curzon, but I know it's Dax, so I'm wrong, but it's close. Kazon. 7-9 states that Borg wanted nothing to do with Kazon. They didn't have much. They didn't have the tech level. Borg yawned at them. The big people. It's funny that like they're like you're like they didn't have the tech level, but then in the Star Trek, the one where they go back in time and they're fighting the Borg, they're going back in time to assimilate humans because they can't beat humans in the present. So they're like, let's go assimilate them in the past, but they don't have the tech level. So they're, you know, like technically the Kazon were more of a threat, but the humans, I guess, were smarter, more capable. That's so funny, dude. The pig people. I didn't realize that.
Leading role in crafting the build, Dianage was honored by the M.F.S, was home to the shadowy intelligence.
It was home to the shadow. The DCMS was home to the shadowy intelligence official run counter disinformation unit, which policed the COVID's different disinformation narratives.
Investigations by the civil liberties organization Big Brother Watch has revealed that instead of suppressing content that posed risks to public health, the CDU
was preoccupied with censoring and deplatforming reasonable online criticisms of the British government's COVID's response, including opposition to lockdowns and pack sports.
COVID to be looking at here are a set of collaborating institutions that have an agenda and then pursue that agenda. Even when in pursuing it, they have to bypass, repress, obstruct, or absolutely ignore existing judicial or regulatory bodies and protocols by moving straight to punitive measures, by bypassing judicial.
So they're consistently operating outside of the lot to collaborate on their goals. So the Borg are thinking like me about most humans. This makes me want to go back and watch Voyager again. The Borg knew humans were a threat. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They're like, yo, these guys are a fucking problem. Hey, Kai, number 218, my number. Hey, everyone, Courtney. How you doing, Courtney? Yo, you want to hang out after the show? Because we didn't the other night. I don't know if you can. I don't know what your deal is right now. I don't know. I thought you were living on your own and stuff. I don't hate Voyager, just not as good as the other Trek shows. I still haven't seen Enterprise. I still need to watch Enterprise because I thought that was as bad as Star Trek could get until the new stuff, you know. So now I need to go back and watch that one because it's still old Trek. Voyager was from the motion picture. You're smart. You can make us go. Classics, Next Generation. But what if Q had never launched Enterprise D way forward into the Delta Quadrant to confront the Borg way earlier than meant to? How long would the Borg have ignored the Alpha Quadrant? I don't think they ignored the Alpha Quadrant. They just weren't this far out. They were expanding, but they like went way far out here to go after humans. But yeah, it would have been a couple hundred more years probably before they ran into each other. It would have been a whole different ball game. Hey, Court. I'm about to drive to Steamboat so I can on Messenger or Sun thing. What? I'm about to drive to Steamboat so I can on Messenger or Sun thing. Hi, all. Yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about there, Courtney. I would recommend Enterprise. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know Voyager was motion picture. I was just being lazy with my typing. Is Voyager what? Voyager? That's not what you don't mean Voyager when you're saying that. Runs of Phantoms. I was just trying to be as smart as. All right.
Systems, and in particular in the event of COVID, of course, repressing true information, preventing healthy online debate. It's plain that there were narratives that were repressed during the COVID pandemic. It's plain during the ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict that, well, for example, Russia Today are not allowed to be almost...
I need to stop the thing. F5 Kronos. I mean, Gene Roddenberry was an asshole. I don't know what else to say. How was he an asshole, though?
Social media sites. Rumble continue to host Russia Today so that people are able to discern.
But the board don't call the Alpha Quadrant the Alpha Quadrant. That's what they call it because we're centric. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Meaning I would chat on Messenger or whatever. So just texting? Shouldn't text and drive, Courtney. What are you talking about?
From themselves, propaganda from truth. This, I feel, is an important component in any democracy. Let me know if you agree in the chat. According to an official...
Yeah, guys, let me know if you agree in the chat. According to an official fact sheet, the CDU's focus turned to the
fact sheet. The CDU health pandemic to a war. Aren't they quite distinct, compartmentalized issues? Doesn't it pandemic, the Ukraine...
CDUs, yeah, that is
issues
super
war
weird.
And how to oppose existing narratives. The on the blade between.
So he's over here. Where is this? Source the Greystone. So they're connecting. They're like, look, this is this. Who's responsible for this? This is her husband. This is what they did during this time. Like this is like real journalism and shit. That's nice to see. That is nice to see.
June 2018, and July in itself seems like a strange military unit. What are we? There aren't media. The 70th Brigade maintains a vast militia of real, fake, and automated social media accounts to disseminate and amplify pro-state messaging and discredit domestic and foreign enemies.
They've got a straight army of digital people to create a false sense of support and etc. There was, what was I watching? I was watching something where they were talking about somebody getting mad at them for what's it called? the light. Oh, it was a Gothic Therapy. Gothic Therapy. They were talking about somebody getting mad about the light, the Greek gods movie with the kid and the lightning and shit. Anyway, those movies. Someone is getting mad at them about it and like going off on them and shit and calling them names. And then he went to their profile. He's like, it's literally all they post about. Every one of their posts is about it. And, oh, I'm so excited, or here's the thing, or this is that. And I was thinking, oh, I think that's a paid account. That's probably a paid account. They're paid to just spam the lightning thief or whatever movie stuff. That's it. A deranged lunatic, aka DL. What's happening, party monster? How you doing, baby? And it's Courtney. Hey, he says, hey, get a hold of me when you can. I'd like to talk to you about our mutual friend. Don't do it, Courtney. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know what it is. He's gonna come in. You're gonna say, "Oh yeah, sure, yeah, come in and sit down. What's wrong? What's going on?" And he's gonna say, and he's gonna pull out from his pocket a little book. And it's gonna say the Book of Mormon. And he's gonna say, "So, Courtney, what do you know about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?" And you're gonna say, "Come on, man. He's your friend. You may not realize it yet." He is your friend. He's got your back, Courtney. And he was ham-fisted as hell. Percy Jackson. Thank you, DL. Thank you. That's the one I was talking. I couldn't think of the name. Never saw those. Me neither. Who's Percy Jackson? Sounds familiar. Yeah, it's from the Percy Jackson movies or books, etc. Hold on. I gotta cough my lungs out for a second.
Frying spaghetti in front of my Italian roommate.
No, a little bit more, bro. Okay, I'll add a bit more. More. Why you fry the spaghetti, bro? Bro, because it tastes good. You have to fry everything every time. Yes, this is America. America. Fry. It makes fry an orange. It makes things taste better, man. How it can taste better? It's pasta. It's like not potatoes. Bro, you put ketchup on the pasta. You put ketchup with fried things. You do what? Bro, if you come to Italy, the first step you will be in the jail. I will call the cop for you. But we're in America. Because you deserve to be in the jail. But we're in America, right?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's not Madia, is it? More trash. Wait, more or what? What's the matter for you, eh? What's the matter for you? I don't know what you're talking about.
During the pandemic, the 77th Brigade targeted people within Britain and across the West with advanced psychological manipulation strategies honed on battlefields against enemy militaries. It's
interesting. Let's practice on our enemies so we can really let our own people have it.
Seems that in the absence of an external enemy, the domestic population becomes the enemy. And any ability to organize and communicate with the domestic population in order that they act on behalf of their own interests has to be silenced and shut down using whatever techniques are necessary and possible.
He fucking lays it down, man. That's anything that encourages people to think for themselves, because now people's opinion becomes a battlefield, and anyone that is trying to give people correct information or a correct share truth in actual objective truth is now an enemy. So that's why things have gone the way they go, where people get treated the way they do. Stunt Brat! Hey, big hug, Stunt Brat. How you doing? It's good to see you. Welcome back. How you been? Dog, perfect. Look what they did. Our boy Artemis Fowl. They massacred him. Stunt Brat has fallen through the roof into the house.
It's only a short while since the pandemic ended, and who knows, maybe the pandemic will begin again. But we now know that at the beginning of the pandemic, theories and ideas were being discussed at the very highest level that were
So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Essentially, now it's coming out that, yes, explicitly information that was not, the information was being suppressed, people were being banned, etc., for information that turned out to be absolutely 100% true.
Once these institutions exist,
this is just another one on the pile now.
It becomes apparent that they can be deployed not only with a pandemic or a war, but potentially.
I heard love is a battlefield, says DL. Kai, doing well, thanks. Phantoms, hello, and hugs.
With anything that poses a threat. Existing narratives. The online profile of the 77th Brigade veteran notes that they were deployed straight from a tour of the Middle East, where they successfully implemented behavioral change strategies against ISIS to countering disinformation and misinformation during the COVID-19 crisis. Doesn't it seem odd that ISIS and the COVID-19 crisis were handled by the same...
I want to know what the rest of this thought is here real quick.
...unit, were treated in the same way, when ISIS were the most overt...
So yeah, so it's not a stretch when we see at the highest level the way they're thinking about things, their objectives, people's reaction to it, people losing their rights, etc., etc. Hold on, what was the stretch? Because there's something popped into my head right then, but it was completely that context. I couldn't just blurt it out. It would not make sense. To then there we go. To then seeing that's being applied on every level. So in education, when parents are speaking up, all of a sudden they're being called domestic terrorists. It's like a domino effect. It's at some point the wrong domino got knocked over, and it has just continued to knock over more and more authoritarian dominoes, where this leads to that, and that leads to this. This leads to a precedent where now people are doing this, and then once people are doing that, well, then let's start doing that all across the spectrum, and that's what we're seeing to the point where now it's like consistent authoritarian actions across the board everywhere. They're trying to destroy people. They're trying to take people down. They're trying to circumvent the giving people a fair trial. Brandon's always creeped me out. Just saying. That's why. Why has he always creeped you out? Smith, how's it going, fella? Russ was wrong, but who are they to do the same things and crucify those who know what they know, and it happens to be the truth? Me and Russ was wrong.
Explicit, amplified enemy and threat that the world had ever faced at that time. The proof for this, I'm sure there are...
I don't actually believe that.
Military...
I believe they were mercenaries.
Strategic, geopolitical, and were able to advance the government's crusade.
In January, an ex-brigade whistleblower... fuck that one up. An ex-brigade whistleblower revealed how the Ministry of Defense and RRU routinely circumvented British law to advance the government's crusade against pandemic dissent. Routinely circumvented British law. That's one of the dominoes that fell over. Because then people just start going, hey, I'm just gonna knock over this one too. I'm just gonna ignore this law and that law and that law. Everybody ignores a law,
Crusade,
not a law anyway.
Against pandemic dissent. It's worth noting there are financial ties between Google.
Rumble to demonetize brand received in kind from Google. Wow, UK MP who pressured Rumble to demonetize Russel Brand, received donation in kind from Google. So Google's got something to do with it, huh? It's not just that, like, oh, it looks like YouTube just caved. Hey, what you gonna do? No. Freaking Google. Freaking Google. That's why they took that do no evil off of their shit. I don't know. There's just something creepy or sleazy about Brand. I could be wrong. Well, he used to be a lot sleazier. He's mentioned that. You should watch him nowadays and see what you think. Google sucks. Ban me, Goog. You think?
Significant competitors to one another when it comes to moment. You the same wording. You will perhaps inventor of which literally has a statue outside of medical organizations. How does it must be true? Well, apparently there's an organization called the Trusted News Initiative.
Okay. So this is great. This is terrible. But this is a great part of the video. Honestly, everyone should go watch this whole video. Everyone, if you're watching me, you haven't seen this video, go watch this video. It's his latest video. It's called This Is Important. See? It's right here where I'm pointing. This Is Important is the name of the video. It's his latest one.
Said many times on our channel or not, you can trust them. There's legacy media and big tech sites in order to prevent independent media voices communicating. How effective could that be? Is it possible to shut down independent media? What strategies would be deployed?
So that's the Trusted News Network. Big companies getting together to, create a little bubble, and anyone outside of that is not trusted news.
They work stations down. Filed a lawsuit against
Children's Defense Fund, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and other plaintiffs. January, chairman of plaintiffs filed a lawsuit against the Trusted News Initiative, alleging antitrust and First Amendment violations. Okay, the Children's Health Defense, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and other plaintiffs.
It's the Trusted.
There's a whole coalition of people.
News Initiative launched in March 2020.
Trusted News Initiative launched March 2020. World's largest news organizations. So, wow. That is right as the pandemic was dropping its latest album. Right then. February, March, April, May. Like, March, April is like when the shutdowns happened, right? Like, right around then. Bro, what? These motherfuckers knew something. Trusted News, huh? Freaking gabagoogle. Kai, I guess Russell gives me Gallagher vibes. He was creepy too. Too bad the lamestream media aren't watermelons.
Is a coalition of some of the world's largest news organizations, including the Associated Press, the BBC, the Washington Post, and Reuters, who partner.
That's a lot of big media influence who partner with big tech with the aim of stopping the spread of misinformation. That was at the very beginning of the pandemic.
With big tech, with the aim of several other organizations, journalists, and individuals filed a lawsuit that these legacy news organizations partnered with big tech to collectively censor online news or narratives. The result was a
significant loss in visibility and revenue.
Or
Trusted News Network
and big tech platforms.
Two categories of TNI members: legacy news organizations and big tech platforms. That's the only two. Everyone else is not trusted news. So that's how they're doing this. That's how they're clamping down on the news and on information, is with the Trusted News Initiative. So I'm going to stop here. Y'all should watch the rest of this video. Go check it out. Actually, I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave a link in the chat. I know he's not like monetized or whatever, but who gives a shit? It's the whole thing. I think he says good things. I've covered the meat and potatoes here, but he really does a great job of breaking things down. He's a great resource. generally for political news, for current events, stuff like that. So go check him out. Especially now. You know he's doing shit right if they're trying to throw him in jail. Damn. 102,000 likes, 670,000 views. He has more likes. No, he has almost as I think he has almost as many likes as he had subscribers when I found him. Like he wasn't that big. That's nuts, man. There you go, y'all. There's the link for it. Ay, ay, ay. All right, everybody. You know what? We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We can just move along and hang out. Let's just hang out for a little bit. We got a little bit left. Let's just kick it. I want to share something though. No tennis balls. That's actually what I was debating. Kronos, throw me some tennis balls in the chat if you want to see tennis balls. Could you throw some tennis balls in the chat for me, buddy? Kronos. It doesn't work. It's not the same as saying Bueller. Bueller. You know what? Maybe if Runs with Phantoms is nice, Kronos, maybe Runs with Phantoms can throw some tennis balls in the chat for you. Yeah, 6.5 million subs. I'm one. Nice. What is a C but an accumulation of drops? I never thought Russel Brand was funny, but like most people, he has gotten smarter since he's sobered up. Bounce. There's a bounce. DJ Lewis just saying balls. I missed all the Barbie chat. I loved Barbie. Oh, you can rewind if you want to see the Barbie chat. I was talking to you. That was the very beginning. That was like the first thing I talked about. Bueller. That's easier. It has more of a, because you Bueller. You can give it a lot of personality, but like Kronos doesn't have it. Those are just regular. That's a tennis paddle. I don't know. Is that a tennis ball? It could be a racquetball. I'm not sure. Yo, Runs with Phantoms. Can you give me some tennis balls in the chat real quick? I'll join you. This is the tennis balls. Tennis ball. There we go. Yeah. All right.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Helps me forget about my cancer.
Tennis balls? Those are Courtney. Courtney loves herself some eggplant. Cheers. And then a whole bunch of different balls. Poor kid's cancer. What even is that, Courtney? A blue jelly bean? You're AFK. No, don't go. So tennis balls cause cancer? No, they cause memory loss. because they help him forget about the cancer. So it's like 50 first dates, except every day this kid wakes up sicker and sicker, wondering why. And then they have to break it to him that he has cancer. And instead of dealing with it, they just give him tennis balls. And then he goes outside and throws the tennis balls until he forgets, and he's playing, outside for a little bit, maybe before bed. I don't know. Maybe at the end of the night, he does the tennis balls and then wakes up every morning fresh. Damn. Walmart causes cancer. All right. So, real quick, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to do a little shilling like a villain, and evillaboratory.com, y'all. So, my shop, evillaboratory.com, I've been fixing things up, putting in some work on it. So, I've got bundles now. I got a utility bundle, notebook bundle, sharing is caring. I named these bitches Peas in a Pod, Threads of a Feather. I had fun with it. But the utility books are buy 2 notebooks, get 1 70% off. The notebook bundle is buy any 2 notebooks, 1 for free. Buy a 50, is that get 1 for free? Is that right? Maybe. Buy a $50 gift card and get a utility notebook free, or buy 100 and get anyone. Free shipping. Buy any food and drink storage. And then clothing item, you get more. You get 40% off your second one. Come here, Zorro. Come here, Zorro. Okay. You're being very needy with the meows. All right. So I got bundles to make things cheaper. I kind of meant to do that before, but I just hadn't got around to it. So I also have just more stuff in general. So I'm going to be adding more deals and other things. I think I'm going to try to do maybe a monthly exclusive deal or an exclusive item each month, something like. But yeah, go check out the new spell books, the new bundles, all the new stuff here at Evil Laboratory. Oh shit, that's right. On the shirts. On the shirts, I turned the Eldritch Horror into a t-shirt. So we've got that there. Why is it like that? That's weird. So the Eldritch Horror is there now. I'm also adding I'm adding new clothing items here, but we'll get around to that. That'll be a later thing. I also thought the Ouroboros one might make a good one. I get that shit right here on your heart. But yeah, anyway, go check out evillaboratory.com. Really appreciate you guys any purchases, any support means the world. But yeah, and you can use code M.F.S to save 10% just cuz why not? But yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Fuck it. That was almost perfect, like in terms of time. We have a little bit to hang out after, but essentially I just went through all the topics at the perfect pace. That was great. What about 310? Allegedly. So be funny. Tennis shoes, packing, I'm listening. I was still listening. Gotcha. Probably shouldn't sniff the tennis balls. Probably made in China. I can't be funny at 3 a.m. What about 310? That's soon. How are you going to get hairballs? Nuh-uh. I don't lick my cats, bro. That's weird. Did everyone get a thumb? Because I'm fixing to take the rest with me. I already have 2 thumbs, thanks. Code Kai? Nice shillin'. Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm trying to make... I mean, shit, we all need notebooks once in a while. Why have some regular ass from our thrift store or whatever when you have this badass shit right here? You have a little Eldritch Horror in your pocket. I mean, I guess maybe not in your pocket. There have to be some big pockets in your backpack. Dinosaur eye, dragon scales, dude. I mean, come on. This is cool shit. This is some cool shit. The Vector ones have a little label on the back so you can print like, you know, if lost, etc., etc. I got some cool. I've had a lot of fun with this, man. I put a lot of love into it. So yeah. Please go and check them out. Let me know what you think. Oh, the pack book is another one. So the pack book is just a sick ass Pac-Man face. That's it. All there is to it. Sniffing cats isn't strange. I gave him a little kiss. The Biden is strong with you. Kai, Elric one is scary. The Eldritch one. Elric. Elric of Full Metal Alchemist. Thanks. I'm hitting that Cthulhu crowd. They love this kind of shit. I actually had a lot of fun with this one. This one was really cool to make. Hey, Jeremy 5, Russia approved. How you doing, man? You got here for the shillin' section of the show just before I wrap things up. Showing off my shop, evillaboratory.com. Yeah, please go check it out. I got some cool shit on here, man. I got some cool shit. Now I have to listen to Metallica for some reason. What, after seeing this shit? This gives you Metallica. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. I could see metalheads like with this notebook, like, yeah. Or actually, I don't know. I think a metalhead would probably choose the dragon one, huh? Because it looks metal. It looks so metal. What's up, buddy? Where are you over here meowing? Scary and sick, bro. Thank you. I'm gonna call it I think it's call it a night, everybody. We're at the end. It's been 2 hours. Something about Cthulhu, or however you spell it. You almost had it. You Cthulhu. Cthulhu. So you got it. Yeah, the Eldritch Horror is like Cthulhu is an Eldritch Horror, but an Eldritch Horror is not necessarily Cthulhu. Cthulhu's the big dog, you know. There's little dogs like this one here. That's what it's supposed to be. Just some scary, otherworldly, eldritch shit, man. This is the end. My only friend. The end. I don't like that name. Which name? Eldritch Horror? Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. Damn, I'm late. Oh, hell yeah, bro. You're here for the outro. See you Thursday, Kai. Good seeing you too, Man Ray. Much love, brother. Much love. You should stay for the outro, man. I love playing it. I love playing it. I love shouting out my members and the clips I picked for them. Honestly, I'm excited for whenever I get a new butter level subscriber to pick a new clip for that person when I put them in the mix, you know. I'm excited for that. It's probably a dumb thing, but hey. Cthulhu. It's like a fucking gnomish nightmare. Geiger horror is best horror. Hail Kronos. Dwayne, send our love to Rita, please, man. Xenomorphs. All right, y'all. It's done, Brett. Dwayne, hugs to you and sweet Rita. All right, everybody. It's time to say goodbye. Say goodnight to play the clip. Something, do things right. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with shit off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm wrapping it up. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you. Oh wait, did I do the thing? No, I didn't. Whoop. There we go. All right. Pin message. Check out Evil Laboratory. So thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to it every week. I might have to take a night off in a couple weeks. Not this week, but next week. Next week I might have to take Thursday off. So we've got this Thursday and then next Monday and then a slight interruption. But I will see you guys soon. There's a link to Evil Laboratory. I will see everybody soon. Oh, yeah. By the way, great if you have kids. If you got kids, they need notebooks for school and shit, right? Give them the dopest notebooks. The dopest ones, bro. All right. Happy night. F-wads. F-wens? Oh, fwens. It's very different than F-wads. Thanks, all in beloved chat. God bless. It's Mernin here. All right, well, shit, have a great day, Kronos. Take care of yourself, brother. Stunt Brat, wow, hugs and kisses. Everybody, all around, appreciate you. Yeah, have a great night. Adios.
You're better than this. Join us. Use your powers for good.
Heads up.
Be a superhero.
I'm gonna be the king of the pirates! You hear me?